And we're live. Welcome back to Throwback Fantasy Booking. This is card number 4. I'm Nick, and I'm here with John, Justin, and Eric. What's happening, guys?
Hey there.
I keep feeling invisible. Do I exist anymore? There I am.
There he is.
There's a phantom at our table today, it looks like.
Yeah, love the new gimmick, John. What's going on with the mask, man?
Just another cheap pickup.
Nice.
The other one's got a hole in it, so it's just, time to improve.
Awesome. If you're just tuning in, this is Throwback Fantasy Booking, card number 4, where we all fantasy book a wrestling card. And today we are pitting 2 different federations against each other. It's 2010 TNA versus 2010 WWE. And this matchup, this is Justin's pick, right?
That's right. This came about because in 2010, Hulk Hogan actually went to TNA and declared Monday Night War against WWE.
That is true.
That is true. And they actually ended up moving Impact to Monday Night for an amount of time in order to make this happen. So there was somebody in the company who actually thought that this was a possibility, and as far-fetched as it is, I'm just saying, what if we really did this?
Exactly.
2010. Yes.
Great. Yeah, man, this is a fun card to book. As always, we pit 2 different federations against each other to create like the ultimate fantasy invasion angle. We each book 5 matches: an opening match, women's match, mid-card match, tag match, and then, of course, the main event. And we're going to go through and reveal everybody's matches one by one, decide which federation goes over and which one does the JOB. So just to recap real quick, card number 1 was 1998 WCW versus 98 WWF, and WWF got more wins. Card number 2, we booked 2007 TNA versus 07 WWE. Again, WWE came out on top. And then card number 3 was 98 ECW versus 2019 AEW. And we were able to do a sidecar episode and check out John's matches. We tallied everything up, and it was a tie, 11-11. So no contest, I guess, on that one.
Weird.
Double DQ.
So, Justin, since you picked this week's matchup, let's dive in, and we'll let you start the match reveals today.
All right. Funny fact. Did you guys know that when Okada was a young lion, he was actually sent to TNA as part of an exchange program? So as a result of that, Kazuchika Okada is actually on the TNA roster in 2010. And he was actually treated so poorly that they had to apologize to New Japan. But here he is, Okada. So I'm putting him in the opener, and I am putting him up against Dashing Cody Rhodes. So it's Dashing Cody Rhodes versus Kazuchika Okada in the opener.
Slow on the graphic reveal, but we're getting there. Here we go.
So I just want to be clear. The Dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick actually came about because they did a survey of who the best looking wrestler backstage was of all the divas in the locker room, and they actually ended up voting for Cody Rhodes.
Do you think Cody Rhodes bit Okada's wiener like Jack Perry did?
Oh my god.
I saw that clip.
But yeah. Cody Rhodes is going over.
Nice. Okay, so moving right along, John, we're gonna move to you. Who'd you book for your opening match, man?
Well, I had to go with comedy this time just because there's some really good comedy gimmick here.
Please,
so let's put in Santino Marella versus Shark Boy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Nice pick, man. How'd you book this one?
Man, I'm going to go with Santino going over.
Okay. Yeah, I did love me some Shark Boy around 2010, man. So Nice pick.
Well, I mean, Shark Boy and New Jack was just, oh, that stuff was great.
Yeah, the stuff with New Jack, what the Hulk hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's by far my favorite New Jack era, without a doubt. The Hulk hands era.
Okay, so then I guess it's on to me for my opening match. So decided to start this one off strong. I went with, for my opening match, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Boom. Bret Hart versus AJ Styles. Just kicking it off strong.
Well, that's a dream match, without a doubt.
Yeah, but now we got to be fair. 2010 Bret Hart was not exactly capable.
I was wondering that. I'm sure he wasn't doing much, but still, nonetheless, the Hitman refuses to do the right thing and put over AJ Styles. So, of course, Bret wins with the sharpshooter. So we're giving this one to Bret Hart.
I think that's probably pretty accurate.
I was wondering what the hell he was doing in 2010. He wasn't.
I think he had like one match. And it was the him versus McMahon, and his whole family came in, and everybody took turns beating up Vince.
Right, he was doing quite a bit of bitching, like Bret Hart likes to do.
All right, so
I love you though, man. If Bret Hart's listening, and I know Bret Hart is definitely listening to this right now, we love you. We love you.
Nothing but wrestling.
We love you, man. We mean nothing by it. You're the best.
all right.
Having technical difficulties.
Yeah, looks like my matches are gone. There we go. All right, we're gonna see if we can fix this quick. Where did your matches go? There's John's opening match. Stand by.
So, what y'all think of Cena's retirement match?
Well, I thought the show overall was good, though I did find it really weird that every match besides the main event was essentially babyface versus babyface.
Hmm.
And then after we do every match, we raise our hands. You know, it's weird, but it was a good show. The match, he was being really kind to him with those power bombs, wasn't he? I thought that John Cena would want to get slammed just a little bit harder, right? But by a look on his face, I don't know. What was that? That smile? What was that, guys? Can we just address that right now?
That was I don't have to take bumps tomorrow or ever again, hopefully.
He's gonna go be ambassador, right? So, you know.
Gonna go get a fat paycheck and having stuntmen doing bumps for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I.e.
That's the
being
wrestling
John
dream.
Cena.
It's a wrestler's dream. Somebody else takes all the bumps.
Yeah. This is weird. You work yourself into a position where you're like, I do want to take the bumps. And then when wrestlers get paid to do nothing, they're like, this is the fucking greatest thing ever. Hello, AJ Styles and Bret Hart.
Okay, I think we're back in business. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So
Good talk, guys.
moving on to Eric's opening match. Who you got, man?
So my opener also involves AJ Styles. I have AJ Styles versus Kofi Kingston in a 30-man Iron Man match.
Yes.
So actually, I even have it broken down.
Nice.
So we have Kofi takes an early lead, 1-0 with the Trouble in Paradise. AJ evens it with a sudden Styles clash. Multiple near falls. AJ goes up 3-2 with a springboard 450. Kofi ties it in the final minute, and then with 10 seconds left, AJ counters SOS into a second Styles clash and wins the match 4-3.
Hell yeah. Epic.
Have they actually wrestled before on WWE?
I don't know. I wouldn't
Good question.
Be surprised, but...
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. I can't remember them ever having a match. So
Well, let's. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Oh.
I was,
Right
I
on.
was just taking a deep breath.
Just breathing.
Yeah,
All
my
right.
bad.
No, yeah. So I just wanted to really quickly, before we move on to Eric's women's match, if anybody out there is interested in fantasy booking, throw it out there in the chat. What's your 2010 TNA versus 2010 WWE fantasy match? Throw it in the chat, and we'll call it out. So Eric, moving on to your women's match, who you got, man?
So my women's match is a rematch from one that we had previously. So it's going to be Beth Phoenix versus Awesome Kong Part 2. But this is a Falls Count Anywhere match. So basically, I put all my matches into ChatGPT and had them break it down into what would happen in the bullet points.
Nice.
So that's where I'm getting this from. So for the match, it says bunch of weapon shots, crowd fighting, power slams in the barricade. Beth Phoenix hits the grand slam on the ramp. Kong kicks out at 2.9. Kong counters a top rope move into the implant buster out of the floor. And Awesome Kong wins with the 1-2-3 after the death on the floor. So yeah.
Awesome Kong with the win.
Fucking love Awesome Kong.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, she's one of the best. I felt like on the women's roster on either side. So yeah.
I forgot who won the first one. Do we need to have a third one for a rubber match?
Oh, we might we might need to. We'll make it happen. Okay, so I also booked Awesome Kong, and this is for my women's match. I booked what I would consider the ultimate fantasy match. Awesome Kong versus Karma. So she was on both rosters, man. So I had to give it a shot here.
That's great. So who wins though?
So Awesome Kong from TNA versus Karma from WWE in a flaming barbed wire thumbtack death match. We see color on both sides, but ultimately the OG TNA Awesome Kong gets a win by pinfall, clean victory. Which I think is like the worst picture.
Yeah. It's two meaty women slapping meat.
That'd be a hell of a match. Okay, John, moving right along, man. Who'd you book for your women's match?
Well, Awesome Kong / Karma is showing back up again. We got a 6-woman tag. I went Karma, Gail Kim, and Beth Phoenix versus the Beautiful People and Tara.
Okay, nice. I vaguely remember the Beautiful People. This is great. How did this match go?
WWE's ladies go over this time with Karma, Gail Kim, and Beth Phoenix getting the victory. And I just figure it's going to be Karma like hitting like a double choke slam on the Beautiful People and getting the pin.
Nice. Makes sense.
Wasn't it Taz that would always say, fucking let the pigeons fly, or whatever the fuck it was when Velvet Sky would get in the ring and shake her ass?
Yeah,
I swear to God.
let the pigeon loose, right?
Or something like that. Yeah, it was something with pigeons.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, moving on to your women's match. Who you got, man?
So we're gonna end the Karma streak, as it were, and we're gonna do a rematch of a match that I saw on TNA Impact that I liked a whole lot and I wanted to see again.
Nice.
I want to see Brooke Tessmacher versus Gail Kim in a ladder match.
Okay.
And if anybody who hasn't seen that match, I would recommend you go check it out. It's actually pretty hardcore as far as ladder matches go. And Gail Kim wins. There it is.
Nice.
I drew it.
Brooke
And
Tessa. Yes.
I have no booking details other than to say the original match, there was some pretty hard bumps in it. So,
Nice. Awesome. Good pick here. Let's see. Oh no. We're good. Okay. Moving along. But before we go to our mid-card match, I just want to throw it out there one more time. Brett is in the chat, said the audio is good. If you have any fantasy matches, Brett, feel free to throw them in the chat. Just make sure that you're booking 2010 TNA versus 2010 WWE. So moving on to our mid-card matches. Justin, who'd you book, man?
I have been looking forward to revealing this match for so long because WWE and TNA actually both had some impressive champions during 2010. So we're going to do U.S. champion Daniel Bryan versus TV champion Douglas Williams in a champion versus champion match.
Okay.
In a technical fucking masterpiece. 45-minute classic that just wears the crowd out and blows the doors off the venue.
Nice. Winner takes all.
Yeah. And Daniel Bryan's going with the small package.
Nice.
We're bringing back the small package.
Okay, moving right along. John, who you got for your mid-card match?
All right. I also went with Daniel Bryan for the mid-card.
Nice.
But I went with one of his greatest opponents, Nigel McGuinness.
That's fantastic.
Like, they've worked together multiple times. They had great matches every time. And I was having Nigel go over.
Good call. I got to say,
Pretty cool to see Nigel back for the last few matches he's had since he's been back.
I have not, but I am aware that he had a match like what, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, on the Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
He had a match. He had a 30-minute Iron Man match on the Ring of Honor pay-per-view for the Pure Wrestling title. Yeah. He obviously isn't as big nor as stiff as he used to be, but he can still go.
awesome. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'll have to say, like 2010, I think that I may have taken a slight break from watching a lot of wrestling at that time. So like this was a tough one for me to book, but like obviously there's a lot of familiar faces on both rosters. So, so I was able to put together a pretty sweet mid-card match. Like what I think would be a dream match. I went with RVD versus Seth Rollins.
Ooh,
yeah,
that would be fun.
That's awesome
for sure.
I thought that would be a good one, and I put over RVD with the Van Daminator.
Rob Van Dam take the curb stop once though, just so you can sell the shit out of it, and just like take it on top of his head and just pause straight up and down for like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
just like unnecessarily.
The handstand bump.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
I mean, he just doesn't know how to lose, Rob Van Dam.
You saw how over he was at Cena's
right? Oh yeah, there was like however 90,000 people saying RVD, Rob Van Dam. That was awesome.
I think the thing about Rob Van Dam that people need to point out more is that he won way more championships than he had ever lost.
Yeah.
So he won them things that he never lost them. So yeah,
nice, pretty good. Okay, Eric, we'll move along to your mid-card match, man. Who'd you book?
So mine is a grudge match between CM Punk and Samoa Joe. It's a submission match only.
Nice.
So match is gonna start out with a bunch of brutal kicks, elbows, muscle buster teased a bunch of times. Punk locks in the Anaconda Vice. Joe nearly fades but powers out. Joe catches Punk mid-kick and locks in the Coquina Clutch. Punk refuses the tap and passes out.
Nice.
So then that's how Samoa Joe wins.
Okay. Nice. TKO. Love it. And it looks like in the chat we have some fantasy matches booked. How about Kurt Angle versus Daniel Bryan as a mid-card match? Another mid-card match, Abyss versus Kane.
Ooh.
Another fun one. And we're going to move around. We're going to move down to our fourth match, our tag match. So staying with Eric, who'd you book here, man?
So I got DX, Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Beer Money in a tornado tag.
Love it.
Just a bunch of brawling from bell to bell. Storm eats sweet chin music and bumps through a table, which I had to try to think how that would actually work when I fucking read the thing. Rude nearly wins after a DDT on HBK onto a chair. Triple H hits a pedigree on Storm, followed by HBK with a sweet chin music combo. Which then, yeah, they win. DX wins.
DX wins. Nice. Very good.
On a side note, I've always wanted one of those little coolers that Home Dude wrote out on.
Oh, yeah.
For Beer Money.
Hell yeah. A motorized cooler. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I need one. Okay, my tag match. Yeah, I felt like this was another dream match. So for my fantasy tag match, I booked the Band versus the Usos. A tag match from two different eras. I know the Outsiders are a little, past their prime at this point. But obviously, the Usos are taking all the bumps in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way the Outsiders are putting them over. So for the high spot at the end of the match, Jackknife and Razor's Edge at the same time for the dual pin. And the Band takes the win.
And then one of the Usos gets drunk and shows up on YouTube on live TV, acting a fool.
Man, I don't think I saw the Usos wrestle much in 2010. So it's like, just to look at these old pictures of them, it's like, damn, they look different.
I'm watching them every once in a rare while, and where they are now is light years better than where they were.
They've come a long way for sure. So, John, how about you, man? On to your tag match. Who'd you book?
I went with a very mixed tag idea of Crime Time versus Generation Me.
Nice.
And I had Generation Me going over.
Okay.
And I just thought it'd be an interesting little styles clash. And like Crime Time could throw around Generation Me, and they would just be bumping their asses off, but they'd eventually pull off the win.
Nice. Just a clean win from Generation Me. Love it. Moving on to Justin's tag match. Who you got, man?
I am Justin, and I do have a tag match. Okay, guys. You know what I like? I like wrestling. You know what also I like?
Boobs, beer.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Okay? I like wreckage. A wrestling match resembling a high-scale car crash in some instances. So I did. Let me get my notes out because this is a little nuts.
Nice.
I don't think Schlack was around at that time.
I did Beer Money versus Generation Me versus the Usos versus Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov in a double elimination tables match.
Wow.
So both members of each tag team have to be physically put through a table in order to get eliminated. So you're looking at least 7 tables getting broken, and then all the missed and all the false finishes. You're probably looking at least a dozen tables or more getting destroyed during this match.
Wow, that's a tough one, man. It's good.
So Beer Money's going over.
Beer Money, all right. Love it.
I am very curious to see everybody's main event.
I'll say in the chat we got another fantasy match booked. Jericho versus Jay Lethal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be a fun match. So we're moving on to main events. So think hard about the 2010 WWE roster and the 2010 TNA roster. And anybody in the chat, if you're watching, feel free to fantasy book your main event for this matchup. Justin, who'd you book, man?
I tried hard to come up with a match that I thought was main event caliber and that I wanted to see. And when I looked at both rosters, it was never more clear to me that the main event of my show had to be Tommy Dreamer versus John Cena.
Love it.
Yeah, I love it too. There's no stipulations or anything like that. It's just a straight up match. And yeah, John Cena wins.
Nice.
Because of course he does. Unless he's wrestling people from Austria, apparently.
Side note, is Dreamer still in wrestling?
Yes.
Today? Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy.
He should not be, but he is.
Wow. Good.
Like I saw a match like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, man, time to not be out in front of a camera, dog.
He's getting up there.
Was it that bad?
He was not in prime physical shape.
Well, he does mostly backstage stuff for TNA now, and I think
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I think this was an indie thing that he was doing.
They just put him out
Yeah.
for a quick pop from the crowd.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There was some match or whatever, and he was punching some guy on the outside, and I'm like, oh my God, is that Tommy Dreamer? That's Tommy Dreamer. Holy crap, he does not look good.
Yeah. He's getting up there.
Oh,
My girl and I actually took the opportunity the other day. We watched a video about Raven and Tommy Dreamer's feud in ECW.
oh, fun.
It's a feud where Tommy Dreamer literally got pinned for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And got his ass kicked. So, but been around for a while.
Okay, moving on to our main event, John. Who you got, man?
Well, I had to have a battle of TNA versus WWE for this. So I went with the two big stars of TNA and Samoa Joe and AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Yeah, main event tag match.
Wow.
And like I was giving Samoa Joe the win with the muscle buster on Triple H. So Samoa Joe and AJ Styles take the victory.
AJ Styles currently killing it with the tag matches right now with Dragon Lee.
I've not had the pleasure to catch one of those yet, but I believe it.
So moving along to my main event, looks like. Well, sorry, man, I don't want to cut this short. Were there any other anything else, any high spots or anything to add to your main event, John? Okay. Sweet. So my main event, thinking that the 2010 TNA wants to like invade the 2010 WWE, so booking a true invasion angle main event, I went with, drum roll please, Hulk Hogan versus the 2010 WWE champ, The Miz. Big reveal, fail.
That's incredible.
That's the Undertaker. It was a swerve. It was a swerve there at the end.
Okay. We're doing a repeat of Tuesday in Texas.
I'm gonna. I think I just fucked up the graphics there. So this is The Miz here. Of course, it's The Miz who happened to be the champ according to the roster page that we use versus Hogan in the main event. And Hogan uses his creative control for a 90-second squash match to defeat The Miz and become champion.
I mean, isn't The Miz like a foot shorter than the guy?
Could be.
I think Miz is only like 5'8".
Yeah, but the
Is
Miz
he?
defeated John Cena at WrestleMania.
That's right. I just heard that. That's right.
I haven't been a fan. I'm never going to be a fan.
in a weird leather trench coat. You didn't see that?
I love to hate The Miz, man. I legit hated him for the longest time, and then I realized, oh shit, I'm supposed to hate him. So now I love him.
The Miz
Hate
is
him.
my girlfriend's favorite wrestler.
Nice. Okay, Eric, on to your main event, man. Last match. Who'd you book?
So my main event is a steel cage match, pinfall or submission only, with Perk Angle versus John Cena.
Nice.
So match is gonna go train wrestling, cage assisted suplexes. Both men start bleeding. Cena survives the ankle lock twice. Rolls through once. Cena hits an AA, but Angle kicks out at 1 in defiance. Angle does a moonsault off the cage for a near fall.
Hell yeah.
The final sequence is Cena goes for another AA. Angle drops down, Grapes find the ankle, rolls. Oh, it puts it in the ankle lock and then rolls to the center of the ring. Cena fights and then taps out.
Ooh.
Just like
Cena taps.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not beating Perk Angle.
yeah.
Perk Angle's going to see him in 3 dimensions, 4 dimensions, 5 dimensions.
That's great. Good card, guys. Let's tally them all up and see which federation got the win.
Mine was TNA 3-2.
Nice. Okay, let me tally mine up here.
I had 3-2 for TNA.
3-2. Let's see. Let me do this math.
Do 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 do.
And then we get cut off for copyright.
Yeah.
As long as you don't do it on key, like you can get away with it.
Yeah, do 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 do, like that.
What was your tally, Justin?
I have WWE winning 4-1, and may I please just go on the record as saying is that WWE's current collaboration with TNA just goes to show that any point, like any hope they had of having a real war against WWE is a fucking pipe dream.
Well, I mean, TNA was never really in a position.
Right.
I think TNA just has like the absolute worst position available out of any major wrestling promotion right now. They don't have the money to keep talent, which is what they need to do to grow the company.
Well, they were working with a billionaire back then, but she was awful. So
Yeah, I mean, they had money then, and if Hulk Hogan hadn't come in and screwed up everything with the direction, different story. But it's just now it's just like TNA is a place where you're either going up or coming down.
I mean, I just go ahead and say Dixie Carter probably did not understand the wrestling business.
Oh, absolutely not.
I mean,
So we'll take no, go ahead. Dixie Carter, barrier.
no, she had some of the right people around her. My favorite part of that era probably was Mick Foley knocking out Bubbly Love Sponge on live television.
Nice. Man, I just saw a shoot with Foley that was we should talk about sometime off air. It was good. So real quick before our time runs out, let's tally these up and see which federation won, I guess. So 9 for WWE. Is that right? We got 11 for TNA. 9 for WWE.
Right.
Double check my math. Looks like 2010 TNA got the win. So there you have it. Anybody have any honorable mentions?
I did not, sadly, but like a lot of your guys' stuff would definitely have probably made a cut. And there's so many good talent that we just got skipped over. I think by all of us, we would have loved to have had more.
Yeah,
Let's do
definitely.
Eric Bischoff. Let's do Eric Bischoff versus Vince McMahon in a shoot fight.
Love it. Somebody in the chat said roster versus roster in a Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be a good one. My honorable mention was Raven versus R-Truth in a shoot street fight. And Hogan versus Taker in a casket match, which may have happened, but
Maybe.
I don't think so.
be fun to see it again. Crime Time was mentioned, by the way. It's in the chat. Somebody suggested LAX versus Crime Time. I don't know if they were on the roster or not, but real quick, as we wind down this episode, for next time, card number 5, I'm taking it back as far as our roster page will allow us, which is the 1982 WWF versus the 1988 WCW.
Wow.
I need to write that down.
It's dad mania. It's dad mania.
Yeah, for sure. We're throwing this way back.
So there's a lot of names in there I have no idea about.
You guys are ready for dad mania. Come on. Dad mania is running wild.
Oh, yeah, brother. So, closing thoughts. We got about 1 minute left, guys. Card number 4. How'd it go?
Fun.
I had a good time fantasy booking.
Yeah.
Good
A
stuff.
little bit easier
It
than
was
the
nice.
last one was. Yeah, the last one I had like 6 cards that I had to combine. So.
Right on.
I think we barely scratched the surface of what we could have done with that if we had more matches and time.
For sure. I feel like we could circle
Right.
back eventually. So there you have it. Thanks so much for tuning in to Throwback Fantasy Booking. Make sure you spread the word and check us